Hello and welcome to today's handwriting lesson. Today I'm going to try recording this session a bit differently this week and see which one you think is better. You can let me know. I've got a special camera here called a visualizer, and over here there's a camera that records anything that I'm doing. So when I write on this paper, you'll be able to see it and see how neat it is. And hopefully it'll be a bit neater than when I was trying to write on the computer last week. So I'm going to start by first of all writing the day. My best handwriting, because we always start by writing the day. I've got my snappy crocodile fingers and my third finger for it to rest on. I'm going to start by doing capital F, because Friday is not just any day, it's got a name. It's a proper noun. So here are my letters. Friday. Now, I said that we were going to keep learning about capital letters, and today we're going to learn about capital letters that aren't just straight but also have some slanty angles to them too. So the first one we're going to learn about is a letter V. So instead of just going straight down, we have to start by going slightly diagonally. It's still a straight line, but it goes diagonally from the top across the way to the bottom. And when you get to the bottom, you have to go diagonally in a slanted line up to the top. Slanted means not straight up or down and not straight across the way, but straight going that way or straight going that way. So there's my capital V. Let's try another one. Right from the top line to the bottom line and up again. Top line, the bottom line, up again, top, bottom, up, top to the bottom and up. Now if you can do that really neatly, now you can start to do a lowercase v and uppercase v, lowercase v and uppercase v, lowercase, uppercase. Now you can see my lowercase is only half as big as the line. And if you've got the special handwriting paper, that's where your yellow line will be. So after V, we're going to look at a capital U or a W. A W, capital W, is just like a capital V, but it's got two parts to it. So it goes slanty line down, slanty line up, slanty line down, slanty line up. And then we do the same again. Now the aim is to try and get both sides the same size. So we go slanty line down, slanty line up, down, up. Now it can be easy to get your wall looking very straight. And we don't want it to be too close together. So that's about right. I like that one. Put a circle around it. But they can start to get a bit spread out. That's a huge one. That's not the kind of wall we're looking for. So we want them from the top line to the bottom line, but not too stretched out. And again, you can practice doing, oh, that one's a bit curvy. That's no good. Let's try again. Remember, handwriting is all about having a practice. That's a good one too. I'm going to put a circle around that one. And if you're confident with your O's, you could do an uppercase and then a lowercase, a short one and then a tall one. Okay, our next letter is going to be a X, an X. Now, they're quite easy to draw because they're very similar to lowercase x's. They have a slanty line going in one direction and a slanty line going in the other direction. Now you can see I started both of those at the top. You can choose which way you want to start them, whether you want to do one from the top and one from the bottom. But the key thing is, the important thing is, they have to both lines touch the top line and the bottom line. The bottom line and the top line. Top and bottom, top and bottom. And then we could do a lowercase one, uppercase one, lowercase, uppercase. Looks like quite a nice pattern, that, doesn't it? Next one we're going to do is going to be a Y, a Y. Now this is, I think, more difficult because you have to have one slanty line that only goes halfway down the letter. Can you see that? And the other slanty line goes across to the line. So a lowercase u goes under the line, and the uppercase u sits on top of the line. So they look quite different, those two letters, don't they? Lowercase is down a horn, up a horn, under his chin, and a U is short slanty line, long slanty line. There's a lowercase and an uppercase. And you see all my uppercase letters touch the top line and the bottom line. The next one we're going to practice is an A. Lots of children in our class have a name that starts with an A. Anastasia, April, Abel, Albert. And so the A starts on a point in the middle. So we're going to do one slanty line going out in one direction and the other going in the other direction. Both touch the top line and then touch the bottom line. And then we have a short line in between to join them up. So it goes down, down, across. Now what we don't want to do is make our A huge. That takes up too much space. Let's try that again. It's just got to have a small slant to it. Down, down, and across. Now a lowercase a is very different. It's curly. Capital, curly, capital, lowercase. Okay. Now I think they're sitting quite nicely on the line, all of those letters, including my lowercase. And if you remember we talked about magic lines, or if you have that handwriting paper, then there's a little magic line in here that you can't really see very well because it's yellow. But that's just a secret line to help you remember that your lowercase letters shouldn't go too tall. The next letter we're going to practice is an N. So this starts with a vertical line, then it has a slanted line, then it has another vertical line. Now that slanted line isn't very long, so when you start from the top, you've got to make sure that you go as quickly as you can and get it to the bottom line quickly, and then add the vertical line. What we don't want is stretched out ones like this. That's too big. Straight down, slant, straight down. Straight, down, down. It's better because it keeps them straighter if you go down for both lines. When I went up for this line, it went a bit wibbly wobbly. Then lowercase looks like this, doesn't it? Capital. Now we're going to practice an M, a and this starts at the top and it goes straight down. Straight down. Now this only comes halfway, capital the slanty line, down to the middle. You can take your pencil off when you're writing capital letters to see where you've got to. Then we've got to go up to the top line again and back down. It's vertical, slant, slant, vertical, vertical, slant, slant, vertical. Now this one touches the top line and touches the bottom line for both the outside lines, but the middle one doesn't normally go down to the line. A lowercase is curvy. A capital is straight. A lowercase touches the line for all of its humps. A capital doesn't. Again, look, they're half the size. If I drew my magic line in, can you see they didn't come up? Now I'm going to draw a circle around these ones because I think they're both really neat. They sit on the line, they touch the top line and the bottom line. Now I've got two more letters to practice. A K, a kicking K, which is a straight line, a slanty line going up and a slanty line going down. So it's got one vertical line, this is a K for Callum, and it goes up and then it goes down. Straight, up, down, straight, up, down. Now a kicking K, when it's a lowercase, looks very different, and this is one of the hardest letters, I think. It goes down the kangaroo's body, up, round his tail, and kick out his leg. Down his body, round his tail, kick out his leg. So it's quite curvy. The capital kicking K is very straight. All of them sit on the line. And the last letter today is a Z. Now, a Z is still a straight and slanty line, but what catches out sometimes with a Z is how, or a Z, is how we make sure it goes in the right direction. So we have to go from left to right. So go back the way on our line, then forwards, and then back. So back, forwards, back, back, forwards, back, back, forwards, back. And it's just the same for a lowercase Z or Z. You just start it, instead of starting on the top line, you start it on the lower line. Top line, in the middle. Oh, that one was flying a bit. Let's make sure we stick them to the line. Good. I'm not going to circle that one because look, it's flying in the air a bit. But this one over here is much smarter. Can you see it touches the top line and touches the bottom line? Now I hope you've been practicing your beautiful letters. See if you can try and write the capital letter for each of these. Then write the lowercase letter next door. Make sure it's your most beautiful handwriting. Snappy crocodile fingers. Oops. Sitting on that third finger. Don't forget to use your pencil. Can't wait to see your beautiful writing. Good luck!